fresh from the southern
Key Largo, Florida.
Key Largo. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna try to operate Joe's computer. We'll see how this
Oh,
goes.
yeah, maybe I'll stay close or something. Well, we'll see. I'll sit here.
I'm gonna move this out of the way and use my
Oh,
mouse.
working. Yeah, here. Sorry. You have it plugged in?
Uh,
Here, right here. One more. Oh, okay. Let's take that out. Put that in. Okay. That's beautiful. All right. Don't want to lose this. Okay,
yeah, take
And
me
then-
1 minute to get set up.
sure.
I need to get to File Explorer.
Explorer. All right, you want to right up here and zero that out, or I can navigate for you if you want. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah. Oh. See, what happens is when you go up,
Mhm.
the cursor ends up here, so that's why we keep losing it.
Okay.
So you got to, when you miss, just come down, come straight down. There, come up a little bit. Oh, let me see it for a second. Let me just see it for a second. There it is. Right there. You see it right there?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Does that work for you?
Okay, and I'm gonna minimize this. I think.
What are you looking for?
I want to get to File Explorer.
Oh, you know why? I'm left-handed.
I can do stuff left-handed.
So,
Windows E.
ooh, is that right? Windows E, Windows E.
There you go.
Ah,
Is it
okay.
working?
Yes,
I had no idea that was like that.
okay. Let me find my,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. I'm running this all off a thumb drive tonight. And,
The left and right buttons are inverted.
I can flip them back. Why don't I do that? I know. Here, you want me to flip it back?
if you can do it real quick.
I can do it real quick. I do it all the time, so hold on a minute.
I can work a mouse left-handed, but the buttons are moved too.
Yeah. All right, so. Oh, I know. Mouse. There we go. So you should be set right now. That should be good.
Okay.
All right. Ah, shoot. Well, your mouse really moves quickly there. Okay,
Okay, can you
You
get
got
it
it?
from there, I think?
yeah, take it from there.
Okay. Then I got.
You sure that's where you want to be?
I want to get into that later. I just wanted to have it open. And I also want to open this. Okay, that's on my screen. And I gotta get it over to. And then how do
Use when hold down the Windows key and use the up arrow, to pop it to the next.
let me just go to, let me start with this and we'll change as we go. Okay. Good evening. My name's Art Weber. I first got licensed in 1963. Shortly after, from novice, went to technician in general. back in the 70s when I was trying to start a career and find a spouse and go to grad school. I let my license expired. Got my general license back about a year and a half ago. And then last fall, I got my extra class like most of the people, or half the people in this room probably. And what I want to show you is I'm going to give you a quick introduction to what the ham dashboard is, but I'm going to show you how to modify it to make it usable for what you want to do. It's called a ham dashboard. I could put one together for fishing in Florida where I can get tides and moon phases and weather and all that kind of stuff. You decide what you want to put on there. And we'll go from there. Okay, how do I get the picture that I've seen on my screen to the,
You want to get,
I want
There you
to, I want to bring this up.
oh, okay, hold on. Let me just grab it for a second. I'm just gonna have to drag it to the other screen.
Okay, I can do
So-
that.
How do you minimize it? Oh, I see.
Charge of membership records, notice the name is one beginning and then two.
Right. I think
Oh,
we'll be-
yeah,
yeah.
okay, so just, oh, I know why, because was it PowerPoint? What was it?
PowerPoint, yes.
Which one is it?
It'd be the second one.
Okay.
Mhm.
That one?
Okay, we'll start with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What is a dashboard? Basically what it is it's code that tells your internet browser, go get some information, bring it back, and so you have it at your fingertips. There are two dashboards that I found online, and the one I'm seeing on the screen is the next one from this. You said I can click it with your,
Oh, yeah.
maybe that'd be easier because I can't, what I'm seeing on my screen is
Yeah.
different than what's online.
What happens is,
All right, you gotta.
go up there and just select it. Okay, try it now.
The right there.
Where's the?
Oh, come on.
Okay, that's good.
Is that good?
We can start
Okay,
there.
go.
Okay. Okay. Can I was all set to do this on my laptop and this is causing a problem. How do I go back, Joe?
You know what? I think a good idea. What if I drive and you talk?
Okay, if you can back,
Tell me when to flip.
all right, can you back me up one
Yeah.
slide on
yeah,
the screen?
yeah, Uh-huh. Hold on.
Okay, good.
There,
That's
okay.
what I wanted to do.
Okay,
There's two dashboards available on the internet. Both of them are basically very similar. Both of them have a title line. It has a grid with a number of items on it. The second one has pop-out tabs on the side that you can customize. The other one has some tabs on the bottom. Go to the next slide, please.
okay, you got it.
Okay. The first one has got restrictions on it. And as a result of this, VA3HDL rewrote it from scratch, made it free and open source. And it works with Linux, Windows, Mac. Okay, let's go on.
Next.
So the choice was pretty simple. I worked with the second one, and that's also the one you'll see more online about. Next screen, please. Okay, the layout of it is The top bar has local time, date, day, spot for your call sign, grid square, and also UTC time on it. The grid has real-time images, and you can make those full screen. And they auto rotate at specified times that you set. And so my goal tonight is to show you how to modify this so that you can make it that's something that you really would want to use. There's a lot of examples of information on here. It shows how to use a video, how to embed a YouTube video. But that doesn't really help you when you're trying to work DX or whatever you do.
Oh, good,
Sure,
thank
that's
you.
good. And go to the next screen.
You're on.
Okay. If you do a Google search on ham dashboard, the first result that you get is where you go to download the software. And then there are two videos. This one is a great tutorial, and it gets a lot more advanced than what I'm going to do tonight. And then the creator has put a video also on his dashboard. And let's go to
Next one. Okay.
okay. When you go to GitHub, you download the code, you download a zip file. This is what's in there. There's some examples of dashboards. The three files that you care about are the configuration file, the ham dash, and the wheel zoom. So you're going to download them, unzip them, and you're going to put them in a file, a folder somewhere that you're going to run it out of. If you need a name for a file, I named mine ham dashboard. But as long as you have those three files in it, you can click on ham dash and start it up on your browser. Okay, I'm gonna switch here to another screen,
Want me to
hopefully.
do it? Yeah.
Yes, if
Yeah.
you can bring up, I have the dashboard up live on the internet
Okay,
there.
hold on, let me just, if I could just go here. On the internet?
Yeah, I brought it up already, just before we started.
Okay, hold on. On Chrome, this?
Yes,
Okay, let me put it upstairs there.
that's good, great.
Hey, go.
I'm gonna
There you go.
drive there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the dashboard that VA3 ADL put on it. You can zoom these, you can pan them. That one doesn't pan. You can double click, make it full screen. Double click again. And it's supposed to go away. There we go. And he also has some pop-outs on the side. If you click on those, they go full screen. For example, he put his log on his to go back. You go back, hitting refresh is just like hitting the refresh on your internet browser. If you go and make a change to your configuration file, come back and you can refresh it. For some reason, some of this stuff's not loading. But there's a lot of interesting stuff, not really anything much ham related. And that's where I got interested in it. If we can you take me to the next
Yep.
slide that I have?
Next slide, okay,
Yes,
back to
please.
slides, yep. The hard part is just finding the cursor.
Mhm.
There we go. Okay, hold on. Oh, shoot. Okay. What's up there now? Okay.
You minimize Chrome, it should be,
Yeah, hold on.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's the mouse.
Okay,
Okay, go.
this is the dashboard I put together for tonight. It's based off of mine plus some other stuff. I looked at that and said, what do I really want? All these pretty things off the internet are really nice, but the bottom line is I've got pieces of paper in my desk drawer that's got names and call letters and my CW and what have you. And I wanted to put those on and have them available. I want this to be one-stop shopping for everything I'm going to need when I'm online. So I talked to the author of this, and he told me how to, if they took and created a PDF file and put that in my ham dash folder, and I'll show you that on the file called PDF. I can call them out and I can put information, and I'll show you those live here real quickly. But anyways, I've got a lot more tabs and information. And,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Okay, it's done. Got it.
Okay.
You click on the DX cluster there, but it does that tell you all the DX stations that will be on here?
Yeah, the ones that somebody is tracking and put on. I guess at this point, let me go live and
Yeah.
we can play with it.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I want to get back to,
Here, let me get it for you. So.
take me back to Fire Explorer.
Okay. Get it. I can't do. Sure. Okay, here we are. Okay, you got it.
Fire Explorer is up there.
Is that it?
Nope, it's up here.
You-
Up, right up here.
Up here?
One down.
Here?
Yep.
Here?
Sure.
Dashboard?
Okay, so in the folder, let's go up, we go to ham dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I stuck.
Right
PDF
here, right?
spreadsheet, yes. And now this is mine. This is the PDF folder.
Should I go up there?
Sure, open it up. I've got folders that I created. I have my originals in here. I did them on Microsoft Word. And then I saved them as PDF files. So if I want to edit it, I can go back, bring up my Word document, make the changes, and save it back as PDF. And it belongs in that file. Okay, now let's go back up one level.
Okay. To the slide. Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Got it. Hold on.
Okay, double click on ham dash. Okay, this is what I put together for tonight. Again, you can pan and zoom if you want. Double click on any of these windows, make them full screen. I get the right click pattern here. Should go back. So most of them work that way. There's a couple exceptions. Obviously the weather, I like this. It shows if there's going to be a chance of the aurora. If you're interested in trying to bounce a signal off of it, it's nice to know. This is the position of the International Space Station. You can either try to contact it or you can go outside and watch it fly by. we've got really clear skies down in the Keys, and I like to be out there at night and see things like that. What the maximum usable frequency is, the sun-moon gray line. Now, you probably haven't thought about, you're probably familiar with DX and the sun's gray line. But if you're going to bounce signals off the moon, you probably want to know where the gray line is for the moon too, because that's where you can reflect back to. The band plan, so I don't try to send sideband out from the CW band. I've included in here, you'll see if I have more than one address in a location, it'll bounce back and forth. On my dashboard, I have M59 coming into Utica because rush hour starts at 3 o'clock and I live my life based on traffic there. For tonight, I put 696 and 75 since that's the area we're at, and it'll bounce back and forth. You can look down both freeways from the cameras. Down in the bottom here, I get the cursor back. These are my PDF files. And instead of double clicking on them, if you right click on it, you should get a message that says, give me a chance to open this. Here's my cursor. Turn it down. Here, there's a top of the screen. See if I can open one of the others.
Go use the other button. Other button.
No, I'm not trying to double click.
Oh,
I know, I'm using Windows 11. If I right click, it asks me to open this in another tab. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it right now. But what I have is, I can bring these up and it'll actually open another tab in my browser. So it's unlike these where you open and close them. It's going to stay open until I decide to close that tab, which is actually kind of convenient at times. What I have is a schedule of all the nets from the 5 clubs that surround where I'm at. I've got the information on their frequency and all that, and I can bring that up to the screen. I've got my crib sheet for CW, and if I can scroll this, it's actually more than one page. This is actually the format for CW. I have enough trouble sending Morse code without trying to remember where I am in my text. So I can read along and you know, fill in the blanks as I go. And on the repeaters, as I work somebody, write their name down on a piece of paper, eventually I update it and I put it on this sheet. And I found it, the alternate net control for the hurricane preparedness net down in Florida. And if I can catch somebody's call or half their call and their name, I know who they are, where they're at, what their name and call is. So it's just really convenient. I'm really bad with names. I probably forgot most of you that I've met already. And I just find that helpful. I hear somebody's call and I can come back and address them by name right away because I've got that information up in front of me. So like I said, this is stuff that I wanted, that I thought was useful. My tabs on the side, you were asking about the DX cluster. There you go. I'm not going to spend much time on any of these. I'm going to come back to DX view. There's DX propagation. from any place, any of the continents, whatever band. PSK reporter, probably familiar with that. There's another CW format if you don't like the one I have. Here's another one you can refer to that was online. If you're using FTA, that's important to know. If your computer is synced with the time and you're 0.6 seconds off, that's not too bad.
Click on Win link.
Okay, I'm not one to talk to you about WinLink, but there you go. Okay,
Can you zoom in?
yes, I can. And
That's okay.
solar conditions, what conditions are in the band, they stink right now. There's an active geomagnetic storm. If you're interested in the indexes, they're there. The stuff that was on your extra class. There's another site here, Solar Ham, that goes into detail on all this stuff, and I'm not going to take the time to do that. Phonetic alphabet. If you listen to shortwave, there's a schedule and frequencies and everything called out. And NetLogger, if you work a lot of logs or a lot of the nets. To leave this, hit the back button. Other side, I have the band plan here too, in case you don't want to tie up a space on your grid. You can pull it out when you want it. This one is the situational awareness for emergency response. It's going to ask me to log in, and I'm just going to ignore it. And I can get to the information anyways. I can also, instead of going back, if I hit the next one, same thing. Here's alerts, weather alerts from National Weather Service, APRS, current weather. You want to see wherever lightning is in the world. That's kind of interesting. Again, Joe showed you the moon phase at the beginning. There it is. Want to know about winds? Right here. Whatever it says in the bottom, like 12 miles an hour out of 147. Okay, and then the last two is, this essentially tells you some of the stuff I told you already on how to access things. And there's also on any of these, this is some of the source information that's, you can display that. So, I just closed mine, I think.
And this is all free?
Yes. Yeah, the basic one from VA3. And then where I'm going is to show you how to modify it, how I created my dashboard for tonight. So I may have accidentally hit the close box on my dashboard. Can you just go back to, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
It's up here.
Okay.
I go back, double click on that. Okay. Okay. Let me go into my presentation. I switch back to the presentation, Joe?
Yeah.
Go over real quickly on the view graphs, and then we'll actually actually go into the file and I'll show that to you. Okay, next,
You want to go next?
next.
Did I go too many?
Nope, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, in the ham dash file, one of the files is the configuration. It's a JavaScript file. If you go in and you open it in Notepad, right click on it, it'll ask you, you know, if you want to open with, or yeah, on my computer it says edit in Notepad. Either way you get there. And then the instructions for this are actually embedded in the code as comments. So it's just follow along and do what it says. Reason I'm excited about it is because this all seems complicated, but when you look at it, it breaks down to something that's relatively simple. So next slide, please.
Next slide, okay.
Okay, when you open the config, you're going to see a bunch of comments. First thing you can change is the top center bar. Okay, for tonight, I put in W8HP and the grid square. You could put your name and your call sign, or you could put your kudos name in there, whatever will fit in the space. And there's any line in here that has two marks in here, that's for your benefit. That's a comment. It does nothing but tells you something. So this is the grid layout. You've got 4 columns, 3 rows, right? Pretty simple, right? Next slide, please. Okay. There's 4 things you can modify: the top bar, the menus, the grids, and the duration in which they refresh. So going down the menu items, you see all these comments. Here's the format, the color code. The color code of those tabs that came out, you're going to see are different colors. If you like different colors, just Google Java script color codes and you can change them. What the text is, where the target link is, and a scale factor, and whether it goes on the left side or the right side. Okay, so here's color codes. This is the title that were on those tabs. This you're not going to play with, it's already there. For example, I have the contest schedule. And here's the address for it. And magnification is 1. If it doesn't look right, make it bigger or smaller, could fit your screen. Same thing, next one, DX cluster. Here's the address, magnification, color, PSK reporter. Now the difference, these are the left side menus. The difference is on the right side, add an R to the very end. It'll wind up on the right side. Okay. And if you want some of these, well, we'll get it on the next screen, please. Okay. When we get to the grids themselves, the title, the location, and for the most part, this displays graphic pictures, JPEGs, PNGs, and I'll try to show you how to find those on the pages. Down here for my PDF files, this is what I got from talking to Pablo, who was the author. You put it in an iframe, and what that does is you draw something and put trigs it in. In this case, I'm bringing it from my PDF file. And here's the name of the template that I showed you. The contacts, iframe, PDF file. The name of the file. Pretty simple. These files are in PDF, PDFs, and ham dash. Okay,
Okay, we got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes, well,
Yeah.
okay. Next,
Next slide.
and then the last is the image rotation intervals. This is 30 seconds, milliseconds, and you can adjust them accordingly. If you got a static picture, you don't want it flashing continuously. You just make it 0, like my, on mine, wherever I had the PDF files, I have 0. The band plan, I have 0. I don't have to update them. They're static. Okay,
Oh, you want to?
sure. Let me go through this because
Yeah.
I'm running out of time. Go through the presentation. If I get back, we can open the file and play with it. Back when we did the Google search on Ham Dashboard, this came up. This is an excellent reference. This guy explains where to find all your local weather information. If you have a ham clock or a rotor that works on your computer, you can actually bring that into a grid on your ham dashboard. Work it from there. And he also talks about local time, you can change it from the 24-hour clock to the 12-hour clock if you prefer that. Next, Joe. Back up one.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, this is my station in Utica here. I've been working a lot of FT8. This is a 45-inch TV that came with the room, and I went on Marketplace and got a couple 32-inch monitors for next to nothing. My computer is right here. It's mounted on the back of the monitor, and it's got outputs for 3 monitors. It's $150, runs on Windows. Get it from Amazon, and it's just dedicated for that. So this is my UHF, VHF, my Icon 7300, and amplifier, my HF. And I thought I'd throw this in too. I have a 40-foot mast in the back, in the ground, supported on the garage, 12 guide wires. Up at, starting at 40 feet is my 17-foot diamond antenna for 2 meters and 440. Below that, I have 2 pulleys up here, and I have hand wheels here that I crank things up on each side. So over here I cranked up with my inverted beast with 40. I use that for 40 and 15. And this is my 6-meter cubicle turnstile that I just put up last weekend. I pulled that up with the other pulley. Okay. When I'm operating, if you're familiar with FT8, this is all obvious to you. This is where these are stations that I'm receiving. My receivers picking them up, sending them to my computer, they're decoding them and displaying them based on what their grid square was. Not even sure what band I'm on here. But this is who I'm hearing. Next screen. This is WSJT. This is what's being sent online. Here's messages. Yellow are things I've sent. Purple, I've got it color coded. This is a country I don't have worked or confirmed. And here I worked, the red are my signals. Here I worked at this country in India when I was putting this together. And as soon as I pick them up, this comes up from QRZ, and I can do some other queries on there, but let's go to the next one, please. Oh. Okay. On my 3rd monitor on the TV set, I have my dashboard. Next screen. Okay. This is PSK report. this is all the people that just heard me from the world and are connected back through the internet to report it.
Hmm.
So I can go to DX view and see where the propagation should be. I can see, I know who I'm hearing. I can see who's hearing me. If I see a lot of people coming in from Europe and nobody's hearing me in Europe, no use wasting my time trying to work Europe. All right, so it all comes back that way. It's set, I think. Next slide.
Where is that?
Yep, and then I also on that same monitor, I have my my log. QRZ works seamlessly with WJST. It comes up for me to automatically log it when I complete a contact. So this was, you can see I jump from band to band. I have the antenna I didn't show you, but I have a 125-foot end fed up that I can work 160 through 10 on.
Okay.
And in a year and a half, these are the countries I've worked toward my DXCC. I'm working on 160, 80, and 60 yet. And this is my work off states progress. I did 2 states yet on 60. I'm working on 160 and 6 meters, trying to fill those in. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Art. Thank you very much.
All right.
Very interesting, very, very interesting. All right.